I felt that this had to be a voiceover because I want to explain the things that I struggled with and the things that were easier to do than I expected. So at the moment I am currently working on my lines. They were very faded because the drawing had been sitting there under my desk for about a month or maybe 2. But some of the shading, the stronger shadows weren't there, so I needed them before inking. And now I moved into my marker. This is the Micron 0.1, I believe. It's a little bit too thick for my taste. I would rather have the 005. It's a lot thinner and just easier to maneuver, and I feel like it doesn't bleed as much as this one did. It might be my paper that caused the bleeding, so I'll have to do more trial and error changing papers around. Some of my lines were too thin and there was no line weight anywhere, so I had to move in with my pen tool brush. Now I'm making the face, and I was too scared to use the pen tool brush and just have a trembling hand and mess it up, so it was best to do it in the smaller one. Now we move into markers. It was interesting, but I find that I might really like them. I won't be using them all the time. Here I had to do some swatches because I didn't know which blues were gonna blend best into shadows and the overall color of the sweater. I really like it that these have 2 different ends and they're very, very different in how the line comes out. That's not the best explanation, but one is very thin and the other one is a lot more versatile. I had to erase out my blue pencil lines or my skin would be green right now just because of the color blending with the marker. It was pretty hard to build the shadows with just my markers. Not on the sweater. The sweater was pretty easy because I could do 2 different colors, but I didn't have 2 skin tone colors. And I didn't have 2 blue tone grays. I had a warm tone gray that just didn't work out for hair. It would have looked very like not taken care of. Like she wasn't coloring her hair often. Eventually I could start building up the darks a little bit more just after letting it dry. I had to let it dry and then go in and it would show up a lot more. I don't know if I love how the hair turned out. It's alright. Right here it's a blurry section. I don't know why it was out of focus. I'm sorry. I was working on the shadowing on the face, adding some darker tones by the edge of the hair where the hair met the face, and all over her nose, under her nose, and around the lips, on her neck area. Just trying to make it darker so that it would have different values. Then I went in with a white charcoal pencil to add some highlights. They weren't very bright just because the skin color is very light, but they helped a little bit. And then I went in with the same pencil on the hair and I brought my Prismacolors. So now is when I really started to see a difference because I could add shadows with my brown pencil and add actually a lip color because I didn't like my markers for the lip color. They were too bright and neon pink. I even went all over her face with the pink, just trying to tone down the yellowness of the skin color. I then went in with black, just trying to fix whatever wasn't dark enough. Added a bit of highlights in the roots and we're done. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be posting more often now.